Imagine an empire stretching thousands of kilometers across mountains, valleys, and deserts, thriving without written language or wheels. Welcome to the world of the Incas, where ingenuity, organization, and belief shaped one of history's most remarkable civilizations. In this video, we explore 100 fascinating facts about the Inca Empire, from engineering marvels to daily life, uncovering how they conquered both terrain and time. Chapter 1. The Inca Empire began as a small highland tribe in the Andes, slowly rising through strategy, alliances, and steady conquest. Their capital, Cusco, grew into a powerful center shaped like a puma. What started as a mountain settlement soon became the core of an empire built on discipline, adaptation, and a belief that the sun itself guided their destiny. Chapter 2. The Incas believed they were children of the sun god, Inti, a belief that shaped their politics and daily life. This divine ancestry justified their expansion, uniting diverse groups under one spiritual narrative. To the Incas, loyalty to the sun meant loyalty to the empire, strengthening order and offering purpose within one of history's most organized civilizations. Chapter 3. Cusco's layout wasn't random. Engineers carved the city using precise stonework that resisted earthquakes. Buildings locked together without mortar, each stone cut for stability. This engineering mastery wasn't magic, just careful measurement and centuries of observing how mountains shaped force. Cusco became the physical symbol of Inca order, calculation, and the mountain knowledge they relied on. Chapter 4. The Inca road system stretched over 40,000 kilometers, an astonishing network linking mountains, deserts, and jungles. Runners called chasquis relayed messages rapidly across this system, creating communication that rivaled modern mail speed. Their routes allowed armies to mobilize and resources to flow, proving that infrastructure was the backbone of their expanding power. Chapter 5. Terrace farming allowed the Incas to grow crops on steep mountainsides. These terraces controlled erosion, managed water, and created microclimates for diverse plants. By stacking farmland like stairs to the sky, they turned the impossible terrain into an agricultural machine. Science and tradition fused to support millions across different altitudes. Chapter 6. Machu Picchu, hidden in the Andean clouds, wasn't a mythic lost city. It was a royal retreat. Built with exact alignment to the sun's cycles, it demonstrated astronomical precision. Its construction remains impressive not for mystery, but for knowledge, understanding rock, light, and mountain behavior to create a sanctuary blending nature and architecture. Chapter 7. The Incas didn't use written language. Instead, they relied on quipus, knotted strings storing data through patterns, colors, and spacing. These recorded census numbers, harvest details, and logistics. Quipucameocs, the trained readers, preserved order through memory and mathematics, proving literacy isn't only letters but systems of encoded meaning. Chapter 8. One of the empire's strengths was the mita system, a labor tax where citizens contributed work instead of money. This fueled construction, farming, and military projects. It wasn't slavery. It was structured duty supporting community survival. With shared responsibility, the empire sustained massive public works without a currency-based economy. Chapter 9. Inca medicine was advanced for its time. They performed skull surgeries called trepanations with surprising success rates, using herbs to clean wounds and reduce pain. Their understanding came from observation, studying plants, monitoring reactions, and refining techniques. It showed a civilization that valued practical science over superstition in healing. Chapter 10. The Inca army expanded through smart strategy, not brute force alone. They often offered peaceful integration first, granting protection and resources. If conflict came, they used terrain knowledge and disciplined formations to win quickly. Conquest was efficient, calculated, and backed by logistics from their vast road and supply system. Chapter 11. The Inca calendar blended astronomy and agriculture. They tracked solstices using stone pillars around Cusco, helping time planting and harvest cycles. Each observation connected daily survival to cosmic rhythm. Their year wasn't mystical, just careful sky watching that aligned community work with predictable patterns of light, shadow, and seasonal change. Chapter 12. Llamas were essential to Inca life, serving as pack animals across rugged terrain. They carried goods, provided wool, and supported high-altitude travel where horses couldn't survive. Their adaptability shaped commerce and military logistics. Without llamas, the empire's road system would have been far less effective in linking distant lands together. Chapter 13. The Sapa Inca ruled as both emperor and divine symbol. His authority came from lineage believed to descend from Inti. Surrounded by advisors and priests, he guided expansion and ceremony. This fusion of religion and governance created stability, as loyalty to him represented loyalty to the cosmic order the Incas upheld. Chapter 14. Inca architecture relied on polygonal stones shaped with precision. Each block fit seamlessly, resisting earthquakes through flexibility rather than rigidity. These walls absorbed shock without collapsing. The technique wasn't mysterious, just generations of learning how rock behaves under pressure, turning physics into durable, elegant construction across the empire. Chapter 15. The empire organized communities into islas, extended family groups sharing land and labor. Each ilu functioned like a small economic unit, managing fields and responsibilities. This structure ensured resources were distributed fairly and work remained coordinated. Social cohesion was engineered through cooperation, not competition, forming the empire's human foundation. Chapter 16. The Incas managed water through advanced irrigation systems. Canals, fountains, and channels guided mountain springs to fields and cities. Engineers calculated slopes to prevent overflow and ensure steady flow. Their mastery of hydraulics kept agriculture thriving even in harsh environments, showing how observation shaped practical and sustainable water control. Chapter 17. Gold symbolized the sun to the Incas, valued more for meaning than wealth. They crafted intricate objects for rituals, not currency. Temples glowed with plates reflecting sunlight. Gold's importance came from its symbolism, reminding citizens that their society flowed from divine radiance, strengthening unity through shared spiritual identity. Chapter 18. The Inca Navy operated along the Pacific using reed boats called balsas. These lightweight vessels traveled coastal routes for trade and fishing. While not large warships, they enabled communication between coastal settlements. Their design came from centuries of adapting to ocean currents and wind patterns along South America's western edge. Chapter 19. Clothing reflected status in Inca society. The finest textiles, called cambai, were reserved for nobility and priests, woven with intricate patterns symbolizing power. Commoners wore simpler garments. Textiles acted as social markers, with skillful weaving highly respected. Cloth held political meaning, often more valued than gold in elite circles. Chapter 20. Inca festivals synchronized the empire through collective ritual. Ceremonies honored seasonal changes, ancestors, and the sun. Massive gatherings reinforced unity, connecting individuals to their community and leadership. These events blended myth with agricultural timing, ensuring social order while reminding the people that harmony depended on shared participation. Chapter 21. The Incas practiced ancestor veneration by preserving royal mummies and treating them as active members of society. These mummies attended ceremonies, received offerings, and influenced decisions through priests who interpreted their will. This tradition strengthened lineage power and kept political continuity alive, blending memory with governance in a unique cultural system. Chapter 22. The empire expanded using diplomacy before warfare. The Incas offered new regions benefits like protection, food security, and infrastructure. Many communities joined willingly to gain stability. Only when negotiations failed did the army intervene. This strategy conserved resources and helped integrate diverse cultures smoothly into the growing imperial structure. Chapter 23. Inca pottery focused on function and symbolism. Geometric patterns represented order, while animal figures reflected the natural world they relied on. Ceramics stored food, water, and ceremonial offerings. Their designs weren't extravagant, but practical and consistent, showing how art served daily needs while preserving cultural identity across distant territories. Chapter 24. Agricultural diversity kept the empire resilient. The Incas cultivated potatoes, maize, quinoa, and thousands of plant varieties across different elevations. Each crop matched specific microclimates created by terraces. This ecological knowledge reduced the risk of famine and allowed the empire to support millions living across vastly different environments. Chapter 25. The Inca legal system emphasized fairness and community harmony. Crimes like theft or lying were taken seriously because they threatened collective stability. Punishments were strict, but meant to deter disruption. With no prisons, justice focused on restoring balance. Social responsibility shaped behavior, maintaining order without the need for constant enforcement. Chapter 26. Music played a vital role in ceremonies and daily life. Flutes, drums, and horns produced rhythms tied to festivals, rituals, and communication. Songs often honored nature or celebrated seasonal cycles. Music united large groups, helping synchronize movement during work or celebrations. It reinforced cultural identity across the empire's vast regions. Chapter 27. The Inca education system trained the nobility in administration, religion, and engineering. Young elites studied in specialized schools called Yachewasi, learning history, accounting, and leadership. Commoners learned skills through family and community guidance. This structured teaching ensured knowledge passed efficiently, preparing future administrators to manage the empire's complex systems. Chapter 28. The empire relied on storehouses called quilcas to stabilize food supply. Built along roads and highlands, they preserved grains, dried potatoes, and other essentials. Controlled ventilation kept goods fresh for years. These reserves allowed the Incas to survive droughts, feed armies, and support large construction projects without risking shortages. Chapter 29. Inca astronomy shaped architecture and ritual timing. Temples aligned with sunrise during solstices, marking key agricultural moments. Priests observed star clusters to predict weather patterns. This wasn't mystical forecasting. It was long-term observation refined into practical science. Their sky knowledge guided planting, celebration, and imperial planning throughout the Andes. Chapter 30. Trade operated through reciprocity rather than currency. Communities exchanged goods like textiles, crops, tools, and metals based on need. This system strengthened trust and ensured every region contributed to collective security. Instead of markets driven by profit, the Incas built an economy centered on cooperation, allowing stability without a monetary foundation. ChatGPT said. Chapter 31. Communication thrived through chasquis, trained runners who relayed messages across vast distances. Stationed at intervals along the road network, they passed quipus and verbal reports with precision. Their speed came from conditioning and strategic route design. This relay system allowed the empire to coordinate military, agriculture, and administration with remarkable efficiency. Chapter 32. The Inca Empire organized territories into 4 main regions called sayas, forming a structure known as Tawantinsuyu. Each suyu had its own leaders and responsibilities, but remained connected through Cusco. This division balanced power across the land, ensuring local needs were met while maintaining unity under central authority and shared customs. Chapter 33. Inca metalworking emphasized practicality. Craftsmen shaped bronze and copper into tools, weapons, and ceremonial objects. They didn't pursue large weapon industries, relying instead on stone and wood for combat. Metal served daily needs and symbolic purposes, showing that functionality guided design more than luxury or aggressive expansion. Chapter 34. The Incas used freeze-drying to preserve potatoes, creating chuño, a lightweight, long-lasting food source. This process relied on high-altitude temperatures, combining freezing nights and sunny days. The method ensured survival during shortages and supported military campaigns. It was an early example of environmental adaptation, turning climate challenges into advantages. Chapter 35. Inca religion centered on harmony with nature. Mountains, rivers, and stones were seen as living beings called huacas, each holding spiritual significance. People offered food, chicha, or textiles to maintain balance. This worldview reinforced respect for the environment, shaping how communities farmed, built, and interacted with the landscape. Chapter 36. The Inca language, Quechua, unified the empire culturally and administratively. Although many regions had their own dialects, Quechua became the official tongue for governance and trade. Its spread strengthened communication and helped integrate diverse groups. Today, millions still speak Quechua, preserving a major legacy of Inca identity. Chapter 37. The empire's rapid expansion required efficient logistics. The Incas built tambos, roadside lodges offering shelter, supplies, and storage for travelers and soldiers. These stations supported long-distance movement, enabling armies to remain effective far from home. Tambo networks turned the Andes, difficult terrain, into a manageable pathway for administration. Chapter 38. The Incas practiced vertical archipelago farming, managing lands across multiple elevations to secure diverse resources. One community might control valley crops, highland pastures, and coastal goods. This system reduced risk and increased resilience, using geography as an economic strategy to keep households supplied throughout shifting climates. Chapter 39. Ceremonial plazas served as gathering spaces for festivals, political events, and public announcements. These open areas allowed leaders to address large crowds, reinforcing unity. Architecturally simple but symbolically important, plazas acted as social centers where the empire's identity was strengthened through shared experiences and collective participation. Chapter 40. Inca sandals, called yuzutas, were crafted from plant fibers and designed for tough terrain. Their lightweight structure allowed long-distance travel on steep roads. Though simple, they were essential for runners, soldiers, and workers. Footwear reflected practicality, showing how everyday objects played crucial roles in sustaining imperial mobility. Chapter 41. Royal estates functioned as agricultural and political centers for nobles. These lands showcased advanced terrace systems and were managed by local labor. They produced food, hosted ceremonies, and symbolized prestige. Each estate demonstrated how wealth in the Inca world was measured through land productivity, community support, and service to the empire. Chapter 42. Inca stone quarries revealed organized engineering. Workers extracted massive blocks using wooden wedges, water, and leverage rather than metal tools. Stones were shaped on site before transport. This method minimized waste and improved efficiency. The quarries show how careful planning, teamwork, and environmental understanding formed the backbone of Inca construction. Chapter 43. The Incas used observation towers to track solar movement. These structures aligned with rising and setting points of the sun, helping mark seasons. Priests used these observations to schedule planting, harvesting, and festivals. It was a blend of astronomy and agriculture, creating a reliable system for managing time in the Andes. Chapter 44. Food rituals honored Pachamama, the Earth Mother. Offerings of maize, coca leaves, and chicha were buried or burned to give thanks for harvests. These practices connected people to the land that sustained them. Rituals reinforced respect for nature, blending spiritual belief with practical acknowledgement of agricultural dependence. Chapter 45. The Inca military relied on discipline and organization. Units arranged by age and skill allowed coordinated maneuvers. Soldiers carried slings, clubs, and spears, weapons adapted to rugged terrain. Their strength came from strategy and logistics more than technology, proving that coordination often outweighs firepower in challenging environments. Chapter 46. Marriage in Inca society strengthened social bonds. Couples formed economic partnerships, sharing land and labor. Communities often organized ceremonies to mark unions, reinforcing cooperation. Marriage wasn't romanticized, but valued for stability and productivity. These relationships helped maintain the empire's structure by ensuring responsibility passed through generations. Chapter 47. Inca weaving techniques were highly sophisticated. Weavers used backstrap looms to create tight patterns and symbolic designs. Textiles communicated status, region, and role within society. They served as offerings in rituals and gifts to leaders. Weaving blended art and communication, preserving culture through detailed threadwork. Chapter 48. Forests were managed carefully through controlled access. Certain trees provided construction materials, medicine, or fuel. Communities harvested them sustainably to avoid depletion. The Incas understood the value of long-term resource planning, using strict rules to maintain forest health and ensure future generations had essential materials. Chapter 49. The empire incorporated conquered leaders into its administration. Local rulers kept some authority, but followed Inca laws and contributed labor and resources. This strategy reduced resistance and preserved regional knowledge. By blending local governance with imperial oversight, the Incas maintained control across diverse and distant territories. Chapter 50. Festivals like Inti Raymi honored the sun with dances, offerings, and reenactments. The celebration marked winter solstice and renewed the empire's spiritual connection. Communities gathered in Cusco's main plaza, strengthening unity. These events weren't mere ceremonies. They were social glue that reaffirmed identity and collective purpose. Chapter 51. Corn held major value in the empire, used for food, ceremonies, and brewing chicha. Farmers cultivated it at lower elevations where warmth supported growth. Stored in quilcas, corn became a staple for festivals and imperial events. Its versatility made it both a practical resource and a symbolic element in Inca cultural life. Chapter 52. The Incas expanded by relocating skilled workers in a system called Mitmac. Communities were moved to new regions to share knowledge, improve productivity, and secure loyalty. Though disruptive, this strategy integrated cultures and strengthened control. Mitmac showed how population management played a strategic role in maintaining imperial unity. Chapter 53. Inca bridges spanned deep valleys using woven grass cables renewed annually. Communities gathered to rebuild them through teamwork and ritual. These suspension bridges connected vital road sections, allowing safe travel despite extreme terrain. Their durability came from engineering skill and collective maintenance, showing the power of shared responsibility. Chapter 54. Coca leaves were used in ceremonies and daily work. Chewing them eased fatigue, altitude sickness, and hunger, helping laborers endure harsh conditions. Priests offered coca to deities during rituals. This plant held practical and spiritual value, reflecting the Incas' deep understanding of natural resources and their effects on the body. Chapter 55. The empire's symbol, the Chacana or Andean cross, represented the connection between worlds, the underworld, earthly life, and the heavens. It also referenced mountains and agricultural cycles. The Chacana wasn't a religious icon alone. It encoded Inca worldview, linking geography, society, and spirituality into a single meaningful design. Chapter 56. Inca textiles recorded history through patterns and symbols. Certain motifs marked victories, regions, or social ranks. Although not a written script, textiles served as visual documentation. Skilled weavers preserved cultural memory in their designs, turning cloth into a storytelling medium that supported the empire's identity across generations. Chapter 57. The Incas used controlled burns to renew farmland and manage grasslands. These fires cleared old vegetation, fertilized soil, and reduced pests. Done carefully, they improved crop yields and pasture quality. This practice demonstrated environmental awareness, balancing agricultural needs with sustainable land management techniques adapted to highland ecosystems. Chapter 58. Public works projects relied on communal labor. Roads, terraces, and temples were built through coordinated effort rather than paid workers. Communities contributed willingly because infrastructure benefited everyone. This collective mindset strengthened loyalty, ensuring that large-scale projects could be completed efficiently without a money-driven workforce. Chapter 59. The Inca worldview saw rulers as guardians of cosmic balance. Leaders performed rituals to maintain harmony between people, nature, and gods. Their authority depended on fulfilling these duties. Politics and spirituality intertwined, reinforcing the idea that governing meant protecting both physical and cosmic stability throughout the empire. Chapter 60. Inca diets varied by region. Highland communities relied on potatoes, quinoa, and llama meat, while coastal groups ate fish, maize, and peppers. Food diversity reflected geography and careful resource management. By adapting meals to their environment, the Incas ensured nutrition and resilience across a wide range of climates. Chapter 61. The Incas practiced rotational farming to keep soil healthy. Fields rested after harvest so nutrients could recover. Communities coordinated schedules to avoid overuse. This system protected farmland from exhaustion and ensured long-term productivity. It showed how agricultural science, observation, and cooperation sustained the empire's food stability across generations. Chapter 62. Road markers called apachetas guided travelers through mountains. These piled stones offered direction and served as spiritual stops where people left small offerings for safe passage. Apachetas blended navigation with belief, turning travel into a respectful interaction with the landscape. They marked both physical paths and cultural memory. Chapter 63. Fishing communities along the Pacific supplied the empire with dried seafood. Using nets, hooks, and reed boats, they harvested anchovies and other fish essential for nutrition. Preservation techniques allowed transport to highland regions. Coastal labor became part of a larger system that balanced resources across diverse environments. Chapter 64. The Incas recorded population data through quippus, tracking households, workers, and production levels. Officials collected this information during inspections, ensuring fair distribution of labor and resources. This early form of statistical administration supported planning and stability. It showed how data collection existed long before written records. Chapter 65. Ceremonial knives called tumis were used in rituals and medical procedures. Crafted with decorated handles, they symbolized authority for priests and healers. Though not primary weapons, they played important cultural roles. Tumis connected spiritual practice with practical needs, reflecting how objects held layered significance in Inca society. Chapter 66. Inca storage structures varied by region. Highland quilcas kept food cool and dry, while coastal ones used airflow to prevent spoilage. Their placement followed environmental logic rather than uniform design. Each storehouse adapted to local climate, demonstrating the empire's flexible engineering and understanding of regional conditions. Chapter 67. Musical conch shells, called pewdutis, carried sound across long distances. Used during ceremonies and military coordination, their deep tones signaled gatherings or warnings. The Incas valued them for their clarity and reach in mountainous terrain. Pewdutis blended communication with ritual importance, reinforcing unity through sound. Chapter 68. High-altitude shrines on mountain peaks hosted important offerings. Priests traveled to extreme elevations to honor gods connected to weather and water. These sites symbolized a link between humans and the heavens. The practice highlighted the Incas' spiritual dedication and their willingness to endure harsh conditions for sacred duties. Chapter 69. The empire used simple but effective tools for agriculture, such as the takla, a foot plow for turning soil. Its design suited steep fields where heavy tools failed. Farmers worked in coordinated lines, maximizing efficiency. Innovation came through adaptation, using tools shaped by landscape rather than advanced metallurgy. Chapter 70. Inca diplomacy respected local customs. When a region joined the empire, leaders preserved festivals, languages, and traditions as long as they followed imperial laws. This approach reduced conflict and encouraged cooperation. By allowing cultural diversity, the Incas maintained stability across vast territories with many distinct identities. Chapter 71. Inca roads crossed rivers using stone causeways and suspension bridges. Builders calculated weight limits and anchoring points carefully. These crossings ensured reliable trade and communication across difficult terrain. By combining engineering with community labor, the empire maintained connectivity that allowed rapid movement of goods, messages, and troops throughout the Andes. Chapter 72. The Incas practiced selective breeding with llamas and alpacas. They enhanced strength, size, and wool quality to suit transport and textile needs. Farmers observed genetics and behavior, choosing animals for specific tasks. This early form of animal husbandry maximized efficiency and demonstrated practical application of environmental and biological knowledge. Chapter 73. Stone walls in Inca cities often included trapezoidal doors and windows. This design improved stability during earthquakes, distributing stress across the structure. Architects combined geometry with local materials to create lasting buildings. Their approach integrated scientific observation with practical construction, producing architecture that endured centuries without mortar. Chapter 74. The Incas brewed chicha from maize for festivals and rituals. The fermentation process enhanced flavor and nutritional value. Chicha played social, ceremonial, and symbolic roles, connecting communities during gatherings. Production required careful timing, hygiene, and resource management, blending culture with practical knowledge of fermentation techniques. Chapter 75. Coastal trade included shells, fish, and salt. Communities harvested and preserved goods for transport to inland regions. These exchanges complemented highland products, balancing diet and economy. Trade routes reflected an understanding of geography and resource distribution. Through cooperation, the empire created an integrated system linking mountains, coasts, and valleys. Chapter 76. Inca engineers designed drainage systems for cities and terraces. Water flowed through channels, preventing erosion and flooding. Calculated slopes and stone alignment directed rainfall effectively. These systems improved agriculture and urban living. Their approach to water management combined observation, experimentation, and practical implementation across varying altitudes. Chapter 77. The Sacsayhuaman fortress showcased massive stone construction with tight-fitting blocks. Walls zigzagged to absorb shocks and resist attacks. Laborers moved stones with levers, ropes, and ramps. The site demonstrated military strategy and architectural skill. Sacsayhuaman embodied how planning, physics, and human coordination ensured both defense and symbolic power. Chapter 78. Quinoa cultivation thrived in high altitudes. The Incas developed varieties resilient to cold and drought. They rotated fields to preserve soil fertility and experimented with planting methods. Quinoa provided essential nutrition and stability for mountain communities. Agricultural innovation allowed survival in environments that challenged traditional crops. Chapter 79. Priests played a central role in Inca society. They performed rituals, interpreted celestial events, and advised rulers. Religious knowledge guided planting, harvesting, and governance. Priests connected everyday life to cosmic order, maintaining cohesion and reinforcing authority through spiritual and practical influence over the population. Chapter 80. Terraces reduced erosion and conserved water on slopes. Each terrace included stone walls, soil layers, and drainage channels. They increased usable farmland and created microclimates for diverse crops. Terracing combined engineering and agriculture to maximize output. This technique allowed the Incas to sustain dense populations in challenging highland environments. Chapter 81. Inca festivals often included athletic competitions. Games tested strength, speed, and endurance, preparing youth for military or labor roles. Winners gained prestige and recognition. Physical contests reinforced social bonds, motivated productivity, and integrated cultural values. Festivals combined entertainment, training, and ritual, blending practical preparation with celebration across communities. Chapter 82. The Incas preserved knowledge through oral tradition alongside quippus. Stories of ancestors, gods, and historical events were passed to ensure cultural continuity. Memory and narrative reinforced values, teaching lessons about loyalty, strategy, and survival. This dual system of data recording allowed both practical administration and emotional engagement across generations. Chapter 83. Cultural integration involved ceremonies and shared labor. Newly incorporated communities participated in construction, festivals, and military service. These practices fostered cohesion while respecting local identities. Integration wasn't enforced uniformly, but encouraged through participation, making loyalty a natural consequence of inclusion and demonstrating the empire's social engineering. Chapter 84. Stone carvings communicated information visually. Geometric designs, lines, and symbols marked territories, rituals, and achievements. Without written language, these markers conveyed complex messages across regions. Carvings demonstrated how observation, artistry, and practical communication could guide administration and preserve cultural memory in a visually expressive way. Chapter 85. Inca rulers controlled agriculture through centralized storage and redistribution. Officials allocated food during shortages or festivals, balancing supply across the empire. This system minimized famine risk and strengthened loyalty. Administration combined observation, measurement, and logistical planning, demonstrating how resource management was a key pillar of imperial stability. Chapter 86. The Incas valued astronomy for navigation as well as agriculture. Observing stars helped predict weather and seasons. Priests recorded celestial movements to guide planting and harvesting. Alignment of buildings with astronomical events reflected this knowledge. Science and spirituality intertwined, shaping both practical decisions and symbolic structures within the empire. Chapter 87. Inca textiles indicated social rank. Nobles wore intricate, colorful garments while commoners used simpler cloth. Patterns reflected occupation, region, or ceremonial purpose. Cloth functioned as both clothing and coded social message, showing that material culture reinforced hierarchy while demonstrating technical skill in weaving and dyeing techniques. Chapter 88. The empire's legal system emphasized restitution over punishment. Offenses were addressed by compensating victims or contributing labor to the community. This approach maintained social harmony and minimized conflict. Justice was practical and collective, ensuring cohesion while reinforcing moral responsibility without relying on imprisonment or harsh penalties. Chapter 89. Sacred geography influenced Inca city planning. Mountains, rivers, and valleys were integrated into urban layouts. Structures aligned with natural features to honor gods and facilitate ceremonies. This connection between architecture and landscape reinforced spiritual beliefs while optimizing environmental advantages, blending functionality with reverence for the surrounding terrain. Chapter 90. The Incas developed specialized roles within communities, including artisans, farmers, and administrators. Each role contributed to collective survival and prosperity. Training occurred within families or schools, passing skills efficiently. By organizing labor and knowledge, the empire created a system where everyone's contributions strengthened social and economic stability. Chapter 91. The Incas monitored weather patterns using observation points across the Andes. Priests and elders noted rainfall, wind, and temperature changes, predicting agricultural outcomes. These early meteorological practices guided planting schedules and resource management. Careful observation turned environmental awareness into practical knowledge, supporting both survival and empire planning. Chapter 92. Inca medicine included herbal remedies for common illnesses. Leaves, roots, and flowers treated digestive, respiratory, and muscular conditions. Knowledge came from generations of trial, observation, and refinement. Medicine blended spiritual and practical approaches, showing a sophisticated understanding of plants, anatomy, and preventive care within a society without written medical texts. Chapter 93. Inca bridges were maintained annually by communities as part of shared labor. Repairs reinforced structural safety while strengthening social cohesion. Work involved rituals to honor mountains and rivers, blending engineering with culture. These practices ensured that essential infrastructure remained functional while connecting people to the environment and their traditions. Chapter 94. Terraced fields were arranged to capture microclimates. Lower terraces retained heat for maize, upper terraces stayed cool for potatoes. Water flowed efficiently through irrigation channels, preventing runoff. This engineering maximized production across elevations. Observation and adaptation allowed the Incas to farm successfully in extreme highland environments, turning terrain into an advantage. Chapter 95. Cultural symbols, including pottery motifs and textiles, communicated identity and history. Patterns told stories of conquest, ancestry, and spiritual beliefs. Visual language reinforced community memory, passing knowledge to younger generations. The empire relied on these symbols for cohesion, demonstrating how art and practical communication intertwined in maintaining social order. Chapter 96. Inca storage extended to seeds, ensuring crop continuity. Quilcas contained multiple seed varieties for different elevations and seasons. Officials monitored and rotated stocks to maintain viability. Preserving genetic diversity reflected agricultural foresight. Seed storage provided security, demonstrating the empire's strategic approach to long-term food stability. Chapter 97. Roadside tambos offered shelter, food, and storage for travelers and officials. Positioned along main routes, they facilitated long-distance communication and troop movement. Regular maintenance involved local communities. These structures turned difficult landscapes into navigable networks, showcasing how infrastructure combined engineering, organization, and social cooperation. Chapter 98. The Incas used astronomy to align ceremonial centers with solstices. Sunlight illuminated temples and plazas on precise days, marking agricultural and ritual timing. This integration of celestial observation and architecture reflected scientific understanding embedded in culture. Knowledge of the sky guided both daily life and spiritual practices throughout the empire. Chapter 99. Llamas and alpacas were carefully managed for transport, wool, and food. Herds were rotated, and pastures conserved to prevent overgrazing. Animal management supported logistics and textiles. The Incas demonstrated early principles of sustainable husbandry, ensuring livestock contributed to both economy and daily survival while maintaining environmental balance. Chapter 100. The Inca Empire blended science, organization, and belief to thrive across diverse terrains. Roads, terraces, irrigation, and quippus reflected practical knowledge. Religion and leadership reinforced unity. Agriculture, engineering, and social systems intertwined seamlessly. The empire's endurance came from observation, adaptation, and coordination, creating one of history's most remarkable highland civilizations. The Inca Empire left a legacy of innovation, culture, and resilience that still amazes the world today. From terraces to quippus, roads to rituals, their knowledge and organization shaped life in the Andes for centuries. Thank you for joining this journey through history. Remember, the story of the Incas continues in every stone, path, and tradition that survives.